Good morning, students. Today we will discuss regarding methods of capital budgeting or techniques of capital budgeting. Here we have two types of capital budgeting techniques: discounting methods and non-discounting methods. In the discounting methods, we will consider the time value of money. In non-discounting methods, we are not considered the time value of money. These methods will be payback period and accounting rate of return. First of all, we will have a session regarding the payback period method. Payback period method means, what is the payback period? Payback period means the period of time that a project requires to recover the money invested in it. The period of time, what is the amount we are invested, that what is the period of time we will get back. That amount is calculated through the payback period method. It is mostly expressed in years only. For example, a company wants to recoup up with the cost of machine within 5 years of purchase. The maximum payback period of company will be 5 years. The company recoup up with the cost of machinery within the 5 years of purchase. The maximum period of company would be, payback period of company would be 5 years. If the purchase of machinery would be desirable, promise payback period will be 5 or less than 5 years, means we will purchase the machinery, otherwise we won't purchase the machinery. Once again I will tell you, a company wants to recoup up with the cost of machinery of 5 years of purchase. The maximum period of payback period of machinery for a particular company is 5 years. If the machinery will give us promise payback period will be 5 years, means they can purchase, otherwise they won't purchase. In the payback period method, we can calculate in two ways. If the project generates even cash flows, uneven cash flows. If the project generates even cash flows, we have a formula: payback period equal investment required by net annual cash inflows. Uneven cash flows, we have formula: payback period equal years before full recovery plus unrecovered cost at start of the year by cash flows during the year. This is the two formulas for the even cash flows. This is the formula. For uneven cash flows, this is the formula. Now we will have an example for this even cash flows. In the even cash flows, for the even cash flows, the problem has to given us the Delta company is planning to purchase a machinery X. The machinery X would cost of rupees 25,000 and would have a useful life of 10 years with zero salvage value. The expected annual cash inflow of the machine will be 10,000 rupees. Here what they required, the company has required for taking of the decision, what the requirement is there. Compute payback period of machinery X and conclude whether or not the machine would be purchased in the maximum desirable payback period of Delta company in 3 years. In 3 years, the payback period of Delta company is 3 years for the machine purchase of X. If it will be gives us less than or equal to 3 years, means they will purchase, otherwise they won't purchase. Here we have a solution for that. Solution, what are the given things are there, means given that annual cash flow rupees 10,000 rupees, annual cash flow rupees 10,000 rupees. Mission cost would be it means investment required to purchase the X machine. Machine cost or investment required is 25,000. What is the formula for the even cash flows? Payback period equal to investment required by annual cash inflows. This is the formula. The same way, annual cash inflow 10,000 rupees, mission cost or investment required 25,000 rupees. 25,000 by 10,000 equal 2.5 years. Here we got the payback period is 2.5 years. The desirable Delta company desirable payback period will be for the purchase of X machinery will be 3 years. So the company will choose to purchase this machinery, X machinery. This is the decision we are given here. According to the payback period analysis, the purchase of machine X is desirable because its payback period is 2.5 years, which is shorter than the maximum payback period of the company. What is the maximum payback period here? 3 years. What the payback period given to us for the X machinery? 2.5 years. So they can purchase the machinery. And we can have another example, that is second example with some other information. Here the problem they have given us: due to increased demand of management of Rani Beverages Company is considering to purchase a new equipment to increase the production and revenues. The useful life of the equipment is 10 years and the company maximum payback period is 4 years. The inflow and outflow of cash associated with the new equipment is given below. Initial cost of equipment is 37,000. Annual cash inflow they have given us sales 75,000. Annual cash outflow, inflow means we are getting, outflow means we are paying. Cash cost of ingredients rupees 45,000. For ingredients the expenses will be 45,000. Salary expenses will be 13,500. Maintenance expenses will be 1,500. And non-cash expenses also given us. Non-cash expenses, depreciation expense, that is the 5,000 rupees. What they required here means, should Rani Beverage Company purchase the new equipment, use payback period method for your answer. Through your answer you have to decide the Rani Beverages Company has to purchase or not to purchase. Here solution has to given us, in order to compute the payback period method we need net annual cash inflows. We have to find out the net annual cash flows. For finding of the net annual cash flows, we can calculate the during period of total cash inflows, the difference between the cash outflows. Computation of net annual cash inflows has given is, net annual inflow will be 75,000, net annual outflow will be 45 plus 13 plus 1,500, 45, 35, 13,500, 1,500. By totaling of all these, with deducting with 75,000, we are getting 15,000. Total net annual cash inflow will be 15,000. Now we got net annual cash inflow 15,000. So we know initial cost of equipment will be 37,500. Then we will calculate the payback period. Payback period formula we already know. What is the formula for payback period? For the even cash flows, investment required by net annual cash inflows. Investment required by net annual cash inflows. Investment required how much here? 37,500. And annual cash inflow 15,000. 37,500 by 15,000, 2.5 years. Here depreciation also they given us. depreciation is non-cash expense. So you are ignoring while calculating the payback period of the project. You are not considering the depreciation. Why means it is the non-cash expenses. So we are omitting that one. Decision will be what the desirable mission they has given us. They won't give any desirable period. The company's maximum payback period will be 4 years. They given us the maximum payback period will be 4 years, but we got here 2.5 years. So we will purchase. According to the payback period, equipment should purchased because the PPP payback period of the equipment is 2.5 years, which is shorter than the maximum desirable payback period of the company is 4 years. So we will purchase. And we have another example for the even cash flows. The problem has given us the management of health supplement Inc. wants to reduce its labor cost installing a new mission. To reduce the labor cost, they are installing new mission. Two types of missions are available in the market. Mission X and Mission Y. Mission X cost is 18,000. Mission Y cost is 15,000. Both the missions can reduce annual labor cost. They reduce the annual labor cost will be 3,000. What they required? Which is the best mission to purchase according to the payback period method? Here the solution has to given us Mission X and Mission Y. Initial cost of investment will be 18,000 for the Mission X. Initial cost of investment of Y mission will be 15,000. Annual cash inflow for two missions. Annual cash inflow means the reduction of what is the purpose of their purchasing the product? Labor cost reduce. For missionary of purchase will reduces the labor cost. For that purpose only they are purchasing. So here the annual cash inflow will be 3,000. Both the missions can reduce the annual labor cost will be 3,000. So annual cash inflow is the 3,000. Here also the same 3,000. Payback period, initial investment by annual cash inflow. Initial investment 18,000 by annual cash inflow 3,000, 6 years for the Mission X. For Mission Y 15,000 by 3,000, that 3,000 the 5 years it has to given us. According to the payback period method, Mission Y is more desirable than the Mission X. Y means it is because it has a shorter payback period than the Mission X. Mission Y is the 5 years, Mission X is the 6 year. So Mission Y we will purchase. Y means the lifetime of payback period will be less compared to the Mission X. Thank you students.
స్టూడెంట్స్, మనం ఇప్పటిదాకా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్నీ కూడా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసుకోవడం జరిగింది. దాంట్లో కొంచెం బ్లర్గా అలా వస్తున్నందువల్ల మళ్ళీ ఇవి మీకు వర్డ్ ఫార్మేట్లో పెడుతున్నాను. అంటే ఒక పిక్చర్ ఫార్మేట్లో ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్నీ కూడా మనం స్కాన్ చేసి పెడుతున్నాను. అదొకసారి చెక్ చేసుకోండి. ఇదే ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఇలానే ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్నీ కూడా అక్కడ చూపించున్నాను. ఇదే వస్తుంది వీడియోలో కూడా ఫర్దర్గా 2 వీడియోస్లో ఉంటుంది చూడండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ నాయనా.